not ready for this at all. Elon Musk has stated that he will be working with Ripple. This is without a doubt the strongest sign of a rising market ever. You would be terrible if you missed this. Experts in cryptocurrencies are also very interested in this news. They think that XRP Ripple will soon reach $1,000, 0 cents or even higher. That's pretty cool, right? Let us do it one step at a time. This might be the last time we see XRP Ripple for this low of a price. Let's get right to the point, please. Nota bene. There was a big stir in the crypto world when Ripple Queen said something brave. Elon Musk and XRP have just officially announced a relationship that will change the world. The biggest uptick of crypto ever is about to happen. This might sound like just another guest tweet at first look, but when you put everything together, something much deeper starts to show up. There is something that could make XRP the core of a global network for conversation and money. It's getting harder to ignore Elon Musk's link to XRP. Musk owns more than 16 million XRP Ripple coins, according to the XRP leader. This isn't just a holding. If Elon wants to make money quickly, he doesn't spend. His moves are planned and part of a bigger plan. When he links himself with technology, it often means that the way that technology is used and thought of changes. And that's what we're starting to see happen with XRP. Stella Rippler, a well-known analyst, came up with a big idea that connects Musk's decision to change Twitter to X with a much bigger goal: building a single global system that brings together identity, information, finance, and access. From this point of view, systems like XRP, Starlink, Grok, and the X platform are not separate but rather work together as part of a bigger plan. And that plan might be closer to being carried out than most people think. This idea makes Elon's plan seem like more than just a new social media business. It changes everything about how the modern world works. The X platform has tools that check people's identities. Musk's rebranded X has become a hub for communication, making it into a digital town square. When a payment system is added to X in the near future, finance will become more streamlined and worldwide. The most important thing is that access is controlled by Starlink's growing satellite internet network, which allows people in rural or underserved areas to connect to the internet without relying on a central hub. All of these bases are based on the same basic truth. Without internet, there is no crypto. Right here is where Starlink and XRP work together perfectly. What Stella Rippler says takes us even deeper into the rabbit hole. He thinks that what we're seeing now is the third part of a long-term plan. Elon Musk helped start the idea of digital money with PayPal, which was the first step on the trip. It kept going with Ripple, which changed the way trades are done across borders. We've now reached phase 3, where the X ecosystem brings together AI, a decentralized internet, real-time transfers, and identity verification. This combination is not only new, it's revolutionary. All the parts are in place for a global network where XRP is the main way that value is sent quickly and across borders. Stella Rippler said it best when he said, "X will become the layer you live on." That's not just a figure of speech. It's a prediction of a world where digital frameworks rule more and more, and everything from your ID to your income runs through systems that are all linked to each other. And XRP may be the most important payment layer for this new digital society because it can be used in real life and is very scalable. This could be more than just a market rise. It could be the time when XRP takes pride in being the heart of a new global financial order. Of course, this big news didn't just shock people in the XRP community. There were shockwaves in the whole crypto world. Analysts, insiders, and people with a lot of power are now putting things together in ways that most people could never have thought. And ladies and gentlemen, what did they say would happen? Not only do they suggest a pump, but they also hint at a full financial restart. Hold on tight, what's about to come up may change the way you always think about XRP. It's getting harder and harder to ignore all the talk about XRP. It's no longer just talk either. The crypto industry is changing very quickly and big companies are starting to look at alternatives to Bitcoin and Ethereum. XRP is quickly becoming the real contender for the top spot. Levi said it very clearly, Ripple wants to take over the whole crypto business. I'm not making a guess there, it is a statement. Also, if you've been following XRP's path, you know it's not empty talk. The XRP community is feeling better than ever. People with a lot of followers, like XRP Dragon, are telling holders that if you hold XRP with diamond hands, your financial freedom is signed. To go one step further, Crypto Geek urges people who own XRP, you will become very wealthy very quickly. Jack the Rippler, on the other hand, calls XRP a sleeping giant that will wake up as usage grows around the world. David Schwartz, who is the chief technology officer at Ripple, may have said the most interesting thing. He said it wouldn't be a surprise if XRP hit $1,000. It's all about use and acceptance. That is not a price guess. It's a quiet warning that XRP has a lot more promise than what it's worth now. This comment has a lot of weight because it comes from someone who has been so involved in the development of Ripple. It's not like Schwartz to guess. If he talks about $1,000, it means that a lot of work has already been done. Here comes Barry C., a well-known and recognized figure in the crypto world who just made one of the most extreme predictions about XRP yet. His view is well thought out and not based on hype, but on how the real market works and what he calls the inevitable coming together of altcoin momentum and establishment adoption. He thinks that XRP will next go to $3.00, then a big jump to $5.00, and then up to $10.00 or $20.00 as altcoin season really gets going. He thinks that this is just the start. I agree with Barry C. that once XRP hits double digits, there may be a short bear phase, which is a normal market adjustment. But what comes next is important. If banks and other financial institutions start to use XRP for real-time payment and managing liquidity, the price will likely go through the roof and reach $100.00. He also thinks that if big money starts moving through the XRP ledger through global banking networks, the price could go fully parabolic and hit and stay at $1.00. This isn't just about trading for fun anymore. It has to do with XRP becoming the main currency of a new economy, one where speed, low cost, and usefulness across borders are not options but must be met. Barry C. warned, say goodbye to cheap XRP, which means that prices will never be the same again once the door for institutions fully opens. Now let's talk about the explosive agreements that are making XRP's rise possible. We've already talked about our groundbreaking work together with Elon Musk, but that's not all. Ripple isn't going to slow down. In reality, they're building a huge business company in secret. What's coming next isn't just good news. It could change the way world finance works in the future. So, the fact that JA Mining is now using XRP for cloud mining is a big step forward in the use of digital assets. XRP is already famous for its very fast processing times and low fees. Now it is being used to change the way cloud mining works. A business that depends on being efficient and paying out quickly. The CEO of JA Mining says that XRP's quick settlement times and low fees are great for our goal of giving people around the world affordable mining solutions. This change not only makes mining better, but it also shows how XRP is being used more and more in real life. This is a big step forward for XRP's rising popularity around the world as a key technology for decentralized finance and international payments. The deal with JA Mining makes it clear that XRP is becoming more than just a digital asset for dealing on speculation. It's becoming